Hey everyone, I'm aware that I'm a bit late with my video again. I really need to stop doing this. So even though it is a little into February right now, I haven't done a January monthly fave. And I kind of need to get onto that. So I didn't do one for December, and that's just because I kind of did like that Australia haul video, and I think, in my opinion, that counts as like a faves thing. Because like I didn't mention them as they weren't my faves. So yeah, that's where that one is. But yeah, I haven't done one for January yet, and it's a bit late, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So as usual, as with all my other monthly faves videos, I will list 5 things from last month and talk about why they are my favourite things from the month and kind of explain them a bit. Okay, so the first one is, it could come as a bit of a surprise. It is Les Miserables. If you aren't familiar with it, you may be one of the people pronouncing it as Les Miserables, which is not how you pronounce it. So it is that French, like old French story about like Fontaine and Jean Valjean, Cosette. Any of these names ringing a bell? No. Okay, well it is a very, very famous old French story by Victor Hugo, and yeah, it's a very big tragedy, I guess you could say. Les Miserables kind of, I think it's like it literally translates to the miserable ones. So that kind of gives an idea of what kind of story it is. A few years back, there was a musical movie adaptation of the movie, book, featuring like Anne Hathaway and Amanda Seyfried and lots of other, I think it's got Eddie Redmayne. Pretty sure it had Eddie Redmayne. So yeah, that was like a really big thing at the time. And it was big because it was about 3 hours long. Was it 3 hours long or 2 hours long? Can't remember. I watched it ages ago. But now the BBC has a TV show adaptation, and it is not a musical, it is more like the typical English dramas. The reason why I wanted to watch it was because Lily Collins kept going on about it, and I love Lily Collins, and I thought, hey, let's give it a go. I remember not being too fond on the movie, and that's because it was very long, and I'm a bit on the fence with musicals. So yeah, it's the whole story in 6 episodes. Each episode is about an hour-ish, maybe longer than an hour. And yeah, it is very good. If you are a fan of Les Miserables or like English dramas, highly recommend it. It is very, very entertaining, very sad. It's very well made. The cinematography is really nice, and yeah, I think they've done a really, really good job. The second thing on my list is Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. If you aren't familiar, it is the, I don't really know the best explanation, but it's just like I'm guessing Scott Bradley. Lots of very, very modern songs have been made into a kind of like retro version of themselves. So essentially it is this big group of artists kind of make very popular modern songs into like a jazzy blues kind of adaptation. And it is very fun and very interesting. And if you are a fan of all things retro or vintage, I highly recommend it. And some of the songs like aren't as good as others, but some of them, honestly, like the first time listening to them, I could not stop smiling. I was just very happy. I thought they sounded incredible. I think the Seven Nation Army cover is probably one of my favourites. Like, it's just, it is incredible. I highly recommend it if you like that sort of thing, or if you're curious definitely recommend that one as a good starting point. And then yeah, I just kind of just put it on shuffle and listen to all of them. It's just, yeah, I love it. And the thing is, they're all very modern songs, so you are more than likely going to know most songs, which is interesting because you can listen to it and kind of, you know what they're saying, but it's different, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's so good. Like, they even have Toxic by Britney Spears. Actually, I think they've got about 3 Britney Spears songs. So if you want to hear Britney Spears in like a jazz way, then Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. Do it. Okay, so for the third thing, I told myself I wasn't going to include anything from my Australia haul, but I feel like I just had to include these things just because I love them and they are a fave of mine, so I mentioned these in my haul video. These are the LOQI or Loki, still don't know how to pronounce them, reusable bags. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. They are reusable bags that you can use for your shopping instead of getting a plastic bag or a paper bag from shops. They're really big bags, so they will fit a lot in them. So I feel like these are really good for people like myself who prefer using really small bags or putting things in pockets. These just, they're a great size for putting anything, like small bags or pockets. And if you unexpectedly go out and buy stuff, then you can just whip this thing out and use it as your bag. And it just means that you don't have to waste paper or plastic. And it's just, yeah, it's a very cute reusable alternative. Okay, so the fourth thing on my January favourites list is Revolution. I've mentioned many times, I am not a makeup person. I hate makeup. It just, I get terrible reactions to most products, especially eye products. And I just found that it's not a fun time. And it is the Revolution Makeup Revolution London Neutrals vs Neutrals eyeshadow palette. So this palette has some very neutral tones, which are very good for your day-to-day makeup. It comes with a brush and it has some very nice shades. I prefer pinky peachy brownie shades. I'm not one for like big bright bold colours, so this palette is absolutely perfect for me. I do tend to stick to the pink ones on the top and like the pinky brownie ones as well. Not really one for the sparkly shimmery ones, and that's just because I feel like they're worse for my skin, and I don't think they're that pigmented. Like, you don't really get much shimmer from them, which is a little bit disappointing, but the other colours are actually quite pigmented and look really nice, and they blend really well as well. So the second palette I have is the Reloaded Iconic Division palette. So this one has a little bit more colour, still quite neutral, but has a few other colours in it as well. I do really like the yellow and the orange. And as I mentioned before, I have terrible skin, especially with makeup. It just gets really reactive, and just my eyes get really itchy and red and sore, and it's just not a fun time for anyone. But I do find that these ones aren't that bad. Like, I do still get that tingling feeling, but it's not as bad as I have had with other brands in the past. And I know everyone's probably going to be like, get a high-end palette, or like just get something really expensive and really good for your skin. And honestly, I'm not a makeup person regardless. Even if I didn't have a bad reaction with it, I just don't wear makeup. It just, I don't know, it's just not something for me. It's just too much work and effort, and I always feel it. It always makes my skin feel very gross. So that is why I prefer to stick to the cheap ones, and that's just because I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that I'm not going to use. But yeah, I think for the money they are really good quality, they look really nice, they blend really well. And yeah, they are pretty pigmented, so 2 thumbs up from me. Okay, and the last thing from my January faves is actually a bit of a weird one. It's OPI. So if you're not familiar with OPI, it is the nail polish brand. So I do like nail polish. I'm absolutely terrible at applying it, but I do quite like it. First, we're sticking to like the cheaper brands, and they just like, you just know they're not good quality. Putting them on was a hassle. Lots of air bubbles in them as well, which not good. So I decided I was gonna try and buy a little bit more expensive and go for some OPI nail polishes. So this is the first one I got, obviously very me. So this is, it's very yellow. That's the wrong side. So this, yes, very yellow. This is called Never Dollars. I don't know how you say that. Dollars. How you have a go for yourself. You have fun pronouncing that. I don't know how to. But yeah, that was the first one I got. Then I got this one for Christmas. So this one is a grape affair. And then I got this one. This one was on sale. It's not the colour I would usually choose, but it is a very natural green, and I think you can probably, if I ever got into nail art, I could do some times with this, so maybe. But this one is, this isn't Greenland. So that's a very nice green. It looks a bit yellow on camera. That might just be me. But yeah, so I had these three recently this month, February, so these might be part of my February faves. But I got these two because there was a deal on at Farmers, which was buy one get one half price, and I was like, I better, because I kind of want to start collecting them. Because yeah, I don't know, they just look really good. So this one is, it's a Piazza cake. Piazza? Piazza. I'm so terrible with pronouncing things. And this one is a great opportunity. So this is the names. I'll go closer. You can focus, thank you. There we go. Those are the colours. And I have them on right now. The Piazza cake one is kind of tripping a little bit, but they're very nice colours, and I think they work really nice together. So yeah. Funnily enough, they all seem to go quite nicely together. I could do one on each nail. Okay, that's an idea for next time. But yeah, that is all for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this January faves video. I am sorry it is a bit late. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Comment in the comments down below what your favourite thing that I mentioned today. If you are a fan of Les Miserables, if you are a fan of Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox, if you have tried Low-Key, L-O-Q-I, bags, if you like Revolution, or if you know of any better cheap makeup brands that are actually really good for like sensitive skin. And what's your favourite OPI nail polish colour is? And if I'm pronouncing any of them right. Subscribe if you want to stay updated, and remember to click that bell button so that you are notified whenever I post new content. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye!